once I have altitude, meaning I know something they don't know.
And it's so hard to find great people. What do I know immediately? Well, dude, they're dealing with the problem right now with hiring and finding great people, but is it the strategy that they're looking for? I can tell you, I can just personally tell you that if you're having trouble finding great people, it's probably because you don't have that great of a business that people can see. That's just true honesty. You know, I got a lot of great people right here. Actually, there's hundreds of great people in this company. We find them. Why? People know that we're a great company to work for, man. There's a lot of people having success around here. Okay? When I first started, and there was 7 of us, it was hard to find great people. I got to tell you. Why? Dude, not everybody knew us. Not everybody knew Grant Cardone. You know, I remember when I started with Grant had like, maybe like 40,000 followers on Facebook. You know, today there's millions and millions and millions, right? So like nobody knew us. I remember I was talking about, guys, not enough people know us yet. Okay, so you got to get to a place where you're successful if you want to attract great people. People, dude, they just get attracted to great things. You know, so if you're having, so this is what I'm realizing when a customer says to me, guys, and we're talking, if you're coming into the call right now, we're talking about, do you understand your prospect? So what I know when somebody tells me that, hey man, we're having a hard time finding great people, I'm like, dude, okay, number one, not enough people know you, and 2, you might not have the best opportunity there, right? So I start looking at, hey, how can I contribute to solve that problem to start getting somebody better results so that way they can start attracting better people. I don't always chase the things that they say down the rabbit hole. I'm trying to understand what's going on. It's like when you guys go to the doctor. If you guys ever been to like a really good chiropractor, you guys ever went to a chiropractor, you're like, man, something's like wrong over here in my shoulder. And they're like, oh yeah, let me check a few things out. Man, they like find something in your leg that's like out of whack. And they're like, yep, this thing over here. You're like, oh yeah, I twisted that. But why is my shoulder hurting? I don't know. But now that he just gained altitude on me, man, he actually knows something that I don't. So you guys need to be able to think like that with your business, right? So you need to be able to like understand your prospect. So it doesn't just come down to like, hey man, we can make you more money. Hey, we can save you money. We can solve this. Like you guys got to understand like what's happening, right? So some of that's going to happen inside the feature, advantage, benefit. But if you don't understand what the real problem is, you're going to be delivering features and giving advantages and benefits that may not solve the problem that they're actually having. I want you guys to look at the reality of the situation. What is the reality? What is going on? You guys should be taking notes on this. What is the actual reality? And the people that can't really communicate the problem that they have, there's something, there's a inability to confront. So you must help them understand the situation so that way they confront it and basically be like, hey, you know what? Dude, I am having trouble with that. Now all of a sudden the communication's opening up. Yeah, we are having trouble in that area. I thought I was having this problem. I understand it's because I'm doing or not doing this. That's correct. Okay, good. How can you help out, right? Now I can actually sell them something. When you do that, you guys start to create urgency. And it's the whole reason I wanted to bring this up today. You know, we started looking at, creating urgency. You know, one of the secrets, if you guys have done the program, Grant's Secrets to Closing the Sale, it's in Cardone University. You guys should do it. We do this like every 6 months, twice a year. Not to mention how often I go through it, just on the regular. Hello. The secret number 4 is actually this. You must build urgency in your close. The urgency, capital letters right here, must be legitimate benefit for the buyer. Well, this slide's great and all, but it doesn't make sense if you don't understand your prospect. Okay, so I want to like take this information right here that Grant Cardone suggested that, man, I'm going to literally like bold this. I'm going to capitalize it. I'm going to make a big deal about it. I'm going to spend an entire segment breaking this down, you know? So he's talking about the urgency must be a legitimate benefit for the buyer. So if you don't understand the customer says one thing, and if you don't understand what's going on, dude, how are you going to be able to create urgency? Okay, so if you guys find yourself where you're like trying to do a deal and people are like, well, you know, we're going to think about it. Dude, you guys just haven't identified like a real legitimate benefit. Why? Because you don't understand the prospect. That's it. If you understand the prospect, if you can get the prospect to communicate, if you can understand the difference between what they say and what they mean, then you can start to create this urgency, because now once that communication flow starts happening, and once you actually understand the prospect and what's really going on, you allow them to the ability, like you literally make it eligible, like you start opening the doors to them confronting what's really going on. You know, so like if you're a company who's like, man, we can help you make more money, you know, and if you hear this where people are like, well, you know, we're good right now. We're actually making the most money we've ever made. Good. That's awesome, man. How long have you been doing that? Well, we just started doing well like 3 months ago. Okay, so they're like brand new to this situation. Right? I need to understand what's going on with the customer, man. So this is where like Brandon Dawson says, hey, the better the questions, the better the answers. Okay, so I'm trying to break this down for you guys right now. And the way that you would want to maybe tap into the problems that somebody may actually be having. Okay, like number one, dude, you need to be urgent. Like if you're not urgent, they're not going to be urgent. Got to tell you that. So like, you know, you personally yourself must be urgent. The 4 questions that you want to ask is you want to maybe ask like, hey, why now? Okay, you got to handle the why. Why now? Why'd you decide to take the call? Like a lot of times I get on calls with people and they're asking, they're like, you know, and I'm like, hey, thanks for joining the call, man. What would you like to take away from today's call? You know, and they're like, oh, just want to get on, see what you guys got. Okay, great, man. Thanks a lot for jumping on. So why today? You know, why now? Like I'm gonna dig into this thing. What happened? Something happened. They joined my call. Okay, if you ever hear sales people make this comment, well, you know, they're just out there kicking tires. Dude, people aren't kicking tires, man. I gotta tell you, that's you right there giving up responsibility for an opportunity. Because they could have been doing anything else in the entire world, but they weren't. They were on the phone with you. They were in your DMs. They were on your showroom floor in your business. They were on the phone with you. They were in your email. They were responding to something that happened. So if you find that you're like, man, nobody's doing business, dude, you need to check your mental. And you got to really understand, dude, something's happening here, man. Something happened. I need to tap into it. And if I can handle why now? Why today? You could have been anywhere in the world. You stumbled across here. I mean, what was it that you saw? Did you see an advertisement? Was there something that came into your inbox? Was there a reason why you wanted to see this? And I'm going to start opening up the communication. Okay? Once I can open up that communication, then I can maybe identify a problem. Okay, let me get back to the point I was making earlier. Guys, if they knew the problem, if they understood the problem themselves, they would solve it. I need to make more money. Why are you not making more money? Okay, guys, if they knew how to solve the problem, if they understood the problem, it would not be a problem. So there is a difference between when somebody's talking about their problem and you actually understanding what's really going on, and there is a gap right there, okay? We've got problem, and we've got what's really going on right here. Okay, so you need to understand what's going on, why they have this problem right here. Okay, I'm trying to really point this out for you guys because this is the opportunity for you to close a deal. It actually creates the urgency because all of a sudden you gain that altitude now and you're like, oh, so you're having this problem? Great. Is it because it's because of this? I understand. You gain the altitude. Okay, so you actually create a situation where you can now provide urgency. If the problem isn't exposed and the truth about the problem and why it's happening and how you can help solve that problem, you're not going to close the deal. You're going to find out that people are saying things like, this is what they sound like, I'll tell you. Let me know if you ever hear this. Yeah, you're a great salesperson. Is this the number I can get back to you on? Is this your direct, like, is this the number that I can call you back on if you guys ever start hearing that? That's the customer. She's already knows what I'm talking about. She's like, oh yeah, that's it. That's when they start trying to sell you. Just, you guys listen for it. If you guys are taking notes right now, just write this down because you're going to hear it on a call today. You're going to hear a customer be like, oh my God, you're such a great salesperson. You're so nice. Hey, is this the number that I can call you back? Is this how I can get back in touch with you? This is when they're trying to sell you. Zero urgency right now. Problem not exposed. No reason to do business at all with you. So if this happens, guys, you got to be aware of it. Right? And this is where we need to be able to create the opportunity. They already have the problem. It does exist. I tell you guys this all the time. Like, there's so many people you guys call or talk to, but for whatever reason, you're on the phone with this person, you're in front of this person, they clicked your link, they said hello to you, they came into you, you called them, unless you're just like blindly calling people, and I don't think that you are. The person that you're dealing with likely has the problem that you can solve. If you do not open up the problem so that way they can confront the problem, dude, you'll never be able to solve it. Okay, so that's what I want to cover. I want to open this up, guys, to questions. If you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. If you guys have other questions, raise your hand. So Joel says, do you have a go-to line or two to any of the four main objections? Time, stall, money, spouse. Or do you kind of wing it each time? I do not wing it. I do not wing it, Joel. It's a great question. So let's actually break this down. There's four different types of objections. There's time objections. So if you guys want to like not complicate your sales, if you just do this, so you can actually right, it says right here, Grant says reduce the number of variables by living by the four categories. It says right here. And he says, look, there's really four types of objections. And I'm going to give you guys some great knowledge on this that'll really help you out. Number one, time objections. Oh, we want to do it. We're going to wait like 90 days. You guys ever hear that? Oh, this is perfect. When I get my tax check, I'm going to do this. Okay, time, going to wait. Two, money. Wow, that's a lot of money. We don't have the money for this. We don't have the budget for this. But we can't afford that. Stall. Well, I got to talk to somebody else. Got to talk to my spouse. We don't make a rash decision. Okay, product. It's a better deal somewhere else. I don't think it solves our problem. I don't believe that what you're saying can help me. Okay, let me give you guys some data on this. Number one, number two, and number three. Okay, you guys probably get these the most. True? Get a thumbs up. You guys are like, yeah, that's probably true. Okay, let me give you a little secret. Okay, these all three of them cover up the real one, product. Okay, what happens? Time. Let me break this down to you. Time. Okay, we want to do it, but we gotta wait. Dude, they don't think it's gonna work. I gotta tell you. How many times have you had somebody who was like, well, we're going to wait 90 days to do it, and then they call you back in 90 days, and they're like, we're ready. No, dude, you never get that deal. Why? You never uncovered the unspoken objection about the fact that they don't think it was going to work. They think there's a better solution. They think there's a better company to deal with. So if you personally do not confront these things, you're going to lose the deal on time. Money. It's too much money. Okay, is it too much money for that? What do you mean by too much money? I got to find out because maybe I have them on the wrong product. Okay, this is where you guys got to use your inventory. In my experience, anytime, this is me personally, anytime I've ever objected to money, I literally just did this. If you guys follow me on social media, if you guys see the new condo that I just got, ridiculous, stupid, crazy. Got to tell you, I went and looked at a place that I thought was ridiculous, and I was like, dude, that's a lot of money. I told him that. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Whew. You know, I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend that. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do this. I was going through the money objections hard. I was like, oh, man, I don't know. Dude, I got to tell you, from a very personal experience, I'm telling you, this is what happens with your customer. When they're objecting to money, they're on the wrong product, and it's too little product, okay? The next thing I saw, after objecting to how much money it was, how much it cost, I didn't want to spend that much money. That's not what I was wanting to do. Blah, 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 blah. I went and looked at something that was more than 2 times the price. More than 2 times the price. Boom, I dropped. I was done, sold. I didn't even look at everything, actually, to be honest. I'm still, like, I just moved into my place this week, and I'm, like, going around. I'm like, oh, this is cool, man. I didn't even see this when I came in here. I've done that, like, 4 times. And it's because, dude, I didn't need all